Hi, Greg Glenn here, desk doctor and CTO at Pulse Signal Solutions. Today we're going to discuss BDAs, most specifically BDAs gone bad. One of the biggest issues in the industry today is licensee pushback due to bad installations of BDAs. Over the last 25 years, I've come to understand that a lot of the BDA installs that are going bad are due to folks that are installing BDAs that have absolutely no understanding of what they really do and how they do it. So in this video, we're going to start from the very beginning. We're going to talk about a BDA at its basic level, and we're going to discuss what it does, what it amplifies, the noises it makes, how it can be destructive, and how it can be helpful. So here we go. Every signal booster, or BDA, starts out with a basic linear amplifier. A linear amplifier takes a small signal, amplifies it, and creates a larger signal. The larger signal should be an exact duplicate of the smaller signal. In order to create a BDA or signal booster, other components must be added to the amplifier. The first component is a filter. Mechanical filters are added to the input and the output of the amplifier to determine the frequency range of the device, as well as to protect the amplifier from outside interference. The last set of components necessary to create a signal booster are a power sampler and an electronic attenuator. These devices are used to keep the device within FCC compliance, as well as to protect the device from excessive input signals in either the downlink or the uplink portion of the amplifier. Okay, now that we've discussed basically what a BDA does and looked at the block diagram, let's take a little bit closer look at what actually happens with a BDA. We talked about how a BDA takes a signal and amplifies it. One other thing the BDA does is it takes noise and amplifies it. One of the things that most folks don't realize is that when an electron moves through a conductor, it creates noise. Sometimes this is referred to as God's noise, Big Bang noise, KTB. This was demonstrated back in the 1930s and essentially is modeled mathematically. And in a public safety channel, the noise, just the general thermal noise of electrons moving through the device, will create a noise level 134 dBm in a 10 kilohertz channel. I don't want to go too deep into this, but if one were to take an amplifier that had 100 dB of gain and apply just the thermal noise, in other words, the noise generated by an electron moving through a resistor or a wire, the output noise power would be somewhere around minus 35 dBm, which is in excess of what the FCC allows under the rules by a BDA installation. This amount of noise, because it's broadband in nature, tends to create problems. To give you a little idea here, we'll put a little noise there, and now this noise is being heard by the radio site. Now I realize this is an audio noise, but now I have to contend with it. So imagine a radio site that was being trashed by just noise all the time like this. And this is what happens with BDAs when they're not set up properly, when the gain levels are turned up too high. And this creates a real problem for public safety users. This is a kind of a demonstration in the audio world of what the public safety licensees have to deal with badly installed BDAs. Remember, the key to good BDA installs is low gain. We want everything turned down softly, so everything works well and turned down softly. As you can see, I can turn up the gain, and turning up the gain is not the right solution. So hope you join me for the next video. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop us a note. We'll answer them for you. And I hope this was informative. Thanks for joining me today. Again, if you enjoyed this video, let us know.